Alright, so today I have 2 more boxes of ball python eggs that are hatching, and this is actually 2 boxes from one big clutch of egg. I actually had so many eggs from this clutch I had to split it up between 2 boxes. And the pairing on this one, I actually paired up my Pastel Enchi Desert Ghost. When you actually mix the pastel with the Desert Ghost, you probably get one of the brightest yellow snakes, and that's what I'm eventually going for down the road. But I'm actually pairing that one up with one that I'm pretty sure it's not het for Desert Ghost. It's actually my Lemon Blast, and this Lemon Blast female I think it has some Volta in it, because it has like a bigger body and a real big head. And Volta is kind of a locality specific ball python that tends to get a little bit bigger than a lot of other ball pythons. And the Volta is kind of tricky, because if you breed Volta to something else, you don't get half Voltas and half non-Voltas. It kind of dilutes it by 50%, so you kind of have like a 50% Volta. It kind of dilutes the bloodline, I guess like you're breeding dog genes. You know, if you breed something to something else, it kind of gets diluted, and so you kind of have like a mutt with all these partial genes in there. And that's kind of how the Volta acts with ball pythons. So as far as I know, that Lemon Blast Volta female is not het for Desert Ghost, but you never know. Sometimes it can actually surprise you. I actually bred that same visual Desert Ghost to my Pastel Calico a few years ago, and I actually did produce a visual and proved it out that it was het for Desert Ghost. So sometimes it can actually surprise you. So pretty much the crown jewel on this one I'm actually shooting for, I'm actually looking for, I guess it would be a Super Blast Enchi Het Desert Ghost. So that would be 2 copies of the Pastel, and the Pinstripe, the Super Pastel Pinstripe, is actually called the Super Blast. And then there's also Enchi floating around in there. I'm not sure if we can actually tell the Enchi in the Super Blast. Sometimes the Super Pastel with the Pinstripe really explodes the pattern, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to tell 100% sure if there's Enchi in there. But hopefully I'll actually produce a female. As a matter of fact, if I produce a male, I might hold them back too, because I'll use that one as a future breeder. So I'm just looking for one snake, the Enchi's Super Blast, out of this clutch. And if I actually hit one, I'll definitely hold that back and probably sell the rest of them. And if I hit some visuals, I'll be absolutely blown away if I hit some visual Desert Ghosts. And you'll pretty much know they'll look completely different than the other snakes. Alright, so I'm going to pull those eggs out of the incubator. I just saw a couple heads sticking out. We're going to cut them open and take a peek inside, see what the results are for this pairing. Alright, this is probably the most exciting part of breeding ball pythons, is cutting open the eggs and seeing what you got from the results of all your hard work from the year before. Alright, so we're going to start with this box here. My next 2 boxes are really going to be really exciting. My next box that's going to hatch is actually a dual sired clutch. So it's actually a Bamboo Lesser and a Bamboo Pinstripe Calico I use as the male breeding to normal female. So that should be interesting. Maybe I'll get some bamboos on that one. Then the next clutch after that that's going to hatch are my triple hets. I bred 2 albino pied clowns together, the triple hets. And let's take a look at this. Whoa, we got one bad egg. I actually knew there was a bad egg in one of these boxes, and I just kind of been ignoring it. And there it is. I'm actually gonna take that egg out, because yeah, there's no hope for that. I guarantee there's no snake in that egg. That one is really bad. Yeah, that one's, oh, look at that. That is pretty ripe right there. You know, there's no snake in that egg. Ooh. All right, we're gonna like triple wrap that one. Whew. That one's pretty bad. So take a look at this right off the bat. It looks like, I think that might be a Super Blast right there, or you know, I'm not exactly 100% sure on that one. That could be, I don't know if that's an Enchi Lemon Blast. Could be an Enchi Lemon Blast. Or maybe it's the Enchi Super Blast on that one. Alright, so this guy's, I think he's totally out. Let's pull him out. maybe. Look at that. That is a cool looking snake right there. All right, let me get a little light on this guy here. All right. That could be, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that is super pastel. Maybe. Look at how light the head is. I think it is super pastel just because of how light the head is. So I think that's it right there. I think that's the super pastel Enchi Pinstripe. These are all will be Desert Ghosts. That's a crazy looking snake right there. All right, so we're starting off good. Starting off this box really good. All right, so I'm gonna do some egg cutting here. Ooh, let's get rid of this one. The funny thing, this bad egg doesn't really smell, which is weird. Not like I'm gonna cut it open though. I'm sure that egg is long past its prime. All right, so we're gonna take a shot at this one. Let's see what we get. So we could get pastels. We could get lemon blast with the pastel pinstripe. We could get normals. We could get super pastels. We could get super pastel enchies. We could get a lot of cool stuff. I always say I'm going to hold back all my super pastels and then I end up selling them because I have so much other cool stuff. Oh, there's so much stuff that you just want to hold back, but you just can't grow your collection that big unless you want a warehouse full of snakes. I don't believe it. I think we got a normal. Maybe it's a pastel. I think that's a pastel. I think. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I'm pretty sure that's a pastel on that one. Pretty goopy. Not that yellow of a pastel. I can see some yellow color coming in there. Usually they'll definitely brighten up after they've been out for a while. Alright, that is really goopy. So, yeah, I'm glad we hit all the genes right at the beginning. That's pretty exciting. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. I'm going to pull this one out because his nose was kind of sticking out. Alright, this is a pretty big clutch here. Alright, so let's take a look at this one here. Oh, wow, this one looks interesting. Ooh, look at that. It's got at least pinstripe in it. It's at least, I would say, boy, that looks like lemon blast. I don't think it's super pastel. I'm not sure if that one's Enchi or not on that. I think Enchi is going to be kind of hard to tell on the. Let's see how the head's not quite as bright white as that other one. I think this has one copy of pastel. I think the other one has two copies. And usually when you add pastel to pinstripe, it really shatters up the pattern quite a bit. That could have Enchi in it. Maybe that could be an Enchi lemon blast. That's what I'm going to guess. Sometimes you can actually see kind of a widening of the stripe along the head, kind of widens out in the back with the Enchi, but I don't know, with the pastel and the pinstripe, it just jumbles up the pattern so much. I don't know if that's a really good marker on these to determine if there's Enchi in there or not. But I would say that's possibly an Enchi lemon blast on that one. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Of course, I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. A lot of times I'll go back in the video and I'll review the video before I'm posting it. And I'll be like, oh, I was totally wrong in that. What was I thinking? It seems so much easier when you look back at the video from after you think about it for a little bit more than just kind of a first impulse. Ooh, this one looks interesting. Wow. Whoa, this one looks like a super blast on this one. Usually once you start getting them all out, then you're like, oh yeah, now I can tell the difference. Oh, you know what? I think, I don't know if the other one had Enchi in it. I'm pretty sure this one has Enchi. So the more you cut open, the more you can definitely tell what is what. See, the Enchi kind of gives you those weird kind of markings on the side you can see there, kind of like little blobs. So I think this one is the one we're shooting for. So I don't think this other one is actually, I don't think this one has Enchi in it. Let's take a look at this guy. That's a fat snake right there. So I think this is just the Super Blast. I think this is the Super Blast Enchi on this one. I think this guy is his... How did he get back in the egg? He got his tail out, he got his head back in there. Oh my goodness. I guess I should take these eggshells out. What are you doing? What is this guy doing in here? Oh my goodness. He's out. He's completely out. We don't need that eggshell. So he's one big slimy dude. That's pretty cool. That's just a Super Blast Het Desert Ghost. I don't think that's a visual desert ghost. It looks different than a regular Super Blast though. I don't know about these. I'm gonna have to go online and it looks so different than the Super Blast that I've seen. Could it be that this one is a visual desert ghost Super Blast? I don't know. Maybe. That would be pretty wild. Or if this one was, I don't know if this one could be, that's definitely Enchi in that one. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're getting some wild, crazy looking snakes this year. Whole bunch of really wild looking stuff. Alright, so we got one more in this box, and then we have the other box. Oh, alright. I want to get another paper towel here. For this guy, we're just like really making a mess. Wow, we got another we got another one with a bunch of crazy genes in it. I can kind of see it peeking through here. Let's see what this one is. Wow, look at that. I think it's another one. Wow, look at that. I think that's another I don't know. I think it's another Enchi Super Blast. I think we got two of them right there. What are the odds of that? Wow. Those are some good odds right there. That's amazing. I can't even believe it. Oh, I'm making a mess. Wow. Wow. I don't know about this guy. This guy, he is wild looking. I don't know. That's a really cool looking snake. I'm almost thinking that could be possibly a visual desert ghost on that one. I don't know, but I haven't really produced that many desert ghosts, and sometimes it's hard when they first come out of the egg too. So alright, so that was everything in that box right there. So we will go with the next box. Wow, we hit some crazy stuff. So we got I think this is just a lemon I think this is just a lemon blast. Super Blast, and then two Enchi Super Blasts. And then I think this one's just a pastel. No pastels, no super pastels, and no normals, looks like, which is good. Wow. Alright, let's see if we're lucky on the next box here. Maybe we'll get another one. It's good to have multiples because if one's a male, I'll probably just hold back the female. I don't know, I might hold back the Actually, if I held back both of them and one was a male and one was a female, then all the offspring would be at least super pastels. And super enchies I could get too, which would be really cool. All right, looks like we might have some interesting snakes in this one. I got some heads sticking out already. Look, they're very curious. All right, let's see what we have here. Wow, we got some crazy stuff. All right, so I'm gonna start with this guy that's halfway out of the egg. And I can pretty much almost tell you what it is already, but we'll cut it open a little bit and get a better look here. See if we can tell for sure here, this guy. See if I can get in here. Let's see. If I can get in without without getting them here. All right, let's see. Oh, maybe I was wrong. So that looks like, what do you think that is? I think it's an Enchi Lemon Blast on that one. Just a lemon blast with the Enchi. Enchi really reduces it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we're gonna take a look at this one. Look at this one compared to the other. If you actually look at the other one, so this is the second pastel. Looks like just a pastel on this one. This one looks a lot more yellow. Oh, whoa, whoa, I just dumped him out. Oh, look at that guy. That's like a super yellow pastel. Super yellow. Makes the other one look like a normal. Maybe the other one was a normal. I don't know. Let's look back at that other one. It looked, maybe that was a normal. Oh, it could be. I don't know. It's a pastel. It's just not as bright. It's interesting. One's so much brighter than the other one, but it's not. I don't think it's a super pastel, because usually on the super pastels the head's really light. It's a lot lighter than that. That's a really good looking pastel. Probably one of the brightest that I've ever produced. That one's crazy. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have a little nose sticking out of this one. All right, let me get another paper towel here. Wow, we got some really cool. It makes me want to hold back a whole bunch of these. I'm running out of space in my snake room. Running out of space. You can only hold back so many cool combinations. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, let's see what we got here. Wow. This one has Enchi in it too. Really? Wow. We are hitting on some crazy combinations. I'm thinking this one is an Enchi Lemon Blast on that one. I don't think it's a Super Blast. It's just a pastel pinstripe with the Enchi. I'm pretty sure. This one's all goopy. Wow, that one's a cool looking snake too. All right, so we have two more. Two more. Wow, we're like hitting some good odds on this one. Sometimes I cut these open and I get like handfuls of normals and, and pastels. I don't mind a pastel here and there, but if you get a whole clutch of pastels and nothing else, with all the possibilities. Oh, look at this one. Oh, this is a good one. And these are all Het Desert Ghost too, which is pretty cool. Beautiful, one of my favorites, just a pinstripe. I love just the straight pinstripes. Really super gold. That one looks really super gold. That one looks more gold than the, I actually just hatched out a pinstripe scaleless head, and I thought that one was bright gold. This one is like super bright gold. Look at that. Crazy bright. Beautiful, and usually you can tell there's nothing else in there if you see kind of the scrunched up alien heads on the pinstripe. That's kind of the, you add pastel to the pinstripe and it really just jumbles it up to where you don't see the kind of the scrunched up alien heads. All right, last one. I see a little eye sticking out. Look at that little eye. Is that cute or what? I don't know if you can see that one little eye just sticking out right there. Alright, let's see what you are here. If I can get in there. Get around this guy. Got some good results. Another crazy looking snake. Wow. Let's see what this is. Looks like a... Or not sure. What do you think that is? I think that's to me that looks like just a lemon blast on that one. I don't think there's Enchi in that one. I don't think it's a super blast. I'm thinking just lemon pastel pinstripe on that one. Pretty awesome. Wow, we hit some really good odds. No normals. Oh wait, we got one more. Got one more sticking his nose out. He's like, hey, you forgot me. Alright, one more. Wow, almost forgot this one. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's probably a normal. Save the best for last. Let's see. I cannot see what he is yet. Oh, he's coming out. Whoa. I really don't want him to come out yet. Ooh, it looks like a... Oh, wow, wait. Looks like he's... Well... Alright, so, wow, I don't think I've ever produced one of these. That's really interesting. Wow, wow. Look at that. It's like a pinstripe, but the pattern is like wiped out. Well, I'm starting to change my mind now. It looked like an Enchi pinstripe. I don't think I ever produced one, but looking at this part of the snake right here with these little alien heads, I'm thinking it's just a pinstripe. I was looking towards the tail. It looked like the pattern was wiped out, but I would think if there's Enchi in there, you wouldn't see these little scrunched up alien heads in here like this. So I think it's just another pinstripe. I think. I'm thinking on that one. Oh, what a mess. One big mess. Wow, we hit some really good odds on that clutch. That's crazy. Hopefully we'll hit some good odds on the next one with the bamboos. Bamboos are next in about 6 days. So that'll be exciting. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back in the incubator. I put the plastic back on the top. And then when they come out, we'll actually take a closer look. Some of these, I don't know, we'll have to go online and see what the visual desert ghosts look like with all these genes in them. See if we hit a visual. Some of them looked a little bit unexpected, but I've never really produced these with the super pastel and the Enchi in there. So that'll be kind of interesting to see if we actually hit a visual desert ghost. Some of them were pretty wild looking. Like this one right here. Oh, this one's really cool. That's a really crazy looking snake. But I don't know. Some of these, Like this one right here. I don't know. I would highly doubt that we actually hit the visual Desert Ghost, but you never know. Those are some really awesome looking snakes. I'm tempted to hold back. A lot of these, they're so cool. Oh, that's probably the hardest part about breeding snakes. Is you produce all these, you're like, oh, I want that one, I want that one, and then you look up at your rack and I'm like, oh, I only have 2 tubs left for hatchlings, for holdbacks. And then you're like, oh, do you want to buy another rack and expand? Oh, it's like the big question right there all the time. All right, so that was pretty exciting. All right, guys, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.